Welcome to Hitman Boxing. We are the A-Side boxing community. So it's come out very recently that ahead of Joseph Parker's fight with Anthony Joshua, which is going to be taking place next weekend, Joseph Parker actually had elbow surgery back in November of 2017. And he had surgery on both elbows from what I understand. You know, it was to correct some pain and some range of motion issues that he was having. And apparently it affected him in his last 2 or 3 fights. So he got the surgery done, and apparently this allowed him to train harder. As we know, he has dropped weight. I expect Joseph Parker to be a very mobile fighter next week. But again, I question why this came out at the time that it did. You know, initially I was gonna say that, well, you know, you dropping this info like a week before your fight. I mean, is this gonna be an excuse that you're gonna use? But it can't be used as an excuse, because Parker's team has said that after the surgery he's 100% better. No issues with the elbow during training. He had a great training camp. He was really able to prepare for Anthony Joshua, unlike his last few opponents, which is good, because not many people are giving Joseph Parker any chance at beating Anthony Joshua next Sunday. Now, this should be an interesting fight. I mean, both guys honestly are coming in lighter than what they have in the past, from what I can tell. We've seen Joseph Parker. We've seen Anthony Joshua. He's looking lighter as well. So, again, I felt Joseph Parker's only way to really beat Joshua, you know, I wanted him to come in lighter. I've always criticized, you know, the weight that he has, right? But he needed to come in lighter. He needed to be more mobile. And just force Joshua to come after him. Force Joshua to chase after him, you know? Pop shot him from the outside, you know, and not tire out. If he could do that for 12 rounds, he stands a good chance at beating Anthony Joshua. Now, we know Anthony Joshua has said that he's going for the knockout. He wants to get him out of there in between the 5th and 6th round. And I think that's more realistic. I think that he's going to stop Joseph Parker. But this ain't a prediction video. We're talking about Joseph Parker's elbow. According to him and his team, everything's fine. So I wouldn't say that this is a built-in excuse if he does take a loss. I'm not going to go that route right now, you know, especially considering his team said that he was able to train harder for this fight than any in the past, which is good because this is the biggest fight of his career. Unification bout. His first unification bout. Huge underdog going into this fight. He doesn't need any problems with the elbows, man, but I don't know. It should be an interesting fight, man. You know, again, I still somewhat question the timing of when this information came out. Apparently, Eddie Hearn had some idea that there was some sort of injury, you know, some sort of thing preventing Parker from, you know, training at 100%, but doesn't seem to be the case. So he had that surgery back in November. I don't know what kind of surgery it was or what the injury was. Again, I mean, he said he was having some pain and a range of motion issues, so I don't know what type of surgery that entails, having to correct this particular injury. But, you know, if he had that back in November and we're in March, he had a few months to recover. You got to realize his training camp's been going on for a couple months, so it must not have been that invasive. It must not have been a major surgery, right? So, again, I'm just hoping for a good fight. Again, everybody's overlooking Joseph Parker. Everyone wants to see this AJ versus Wilder fight, so they constantly overlook Parker. You know, we shouldn't be doing that. But at the end of the day, we kind of know what's gonna happen. But if Parker is able to look impressive against Joshua, I mean, that's a win in itself, right? Previously, I said that Parker was just selling his belt to AJ. But, you know, the fact that he got that surgery and, you know, he's at 100% kind of makes me think that he's trying to win this belt, and why shouldn't he, right? If he beats AJ, then he becomes the man. You know, he becomes the guy that could potentially negotiate with Wilder for, you know, another unification bout, you know, for undisputed. So we'll have to wait and see what Joseph Parker does on the 31st of March, right? We won't know until then. Should be an interesting fight. I'll be interested to see how these guys perform after having lost, you know, a few pounds, shed a few pounds here and there. But I don't know what Parker's coming in at. I don't know what AJ's coming in at. Apparently AJ's been keeping his weight a secret, you know, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think of Joseph Parker having elbow surgery, or not only him having elbow surgery back in November, but the timing of this information coming out literally a week before his fight with Anthony Joshua. That's the only thing I don't understand. I mean, I feel like this just came out of nowhere, but it is what it is. Hoping for a good fight. Always hope for a good fight in the heavyweight division. So, Hitman Boxing, we are the A-Side Boxing community. I'm out.